Hey friends, welcome back to Simply a Better You. It finally feels like spring is here. Our apple trees are beginning to blossom and everything feels like it's coming alive. We have new life on our homestead and we are in the process of many more projects. But what I want to share with you guys today is this homemade paleo granola recipe. This is completely grain-free. So join me in my kitchen as I make a quick batch of granola. So what I have here is 1/4 cup of honey and 1/4 cup of coconut oil, and I'm going to pop it in the microwave for about 40 to 50 seconds. I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla, a dash of salt, and give it a good mix. Once this is all mixed up and incorporated, I am going to begin to add all my nuts. So here is some cashews. These are cashew pieces. And I am also going to put in some pumpkin seeds and some pecans. Now, you'll see with a lot of the recipes that they say like almonds, or some people do sunflower seeds and such. If you don't have those, you can substitute whatever nut or seed you want. I've even done this with chia seeds as well. But what I have on hand is pumpkin seeds, cashews, pecans, and some coconut. So I'm going to throw all that together and mix it together. I've never had a problem with substituting any of the nuts and kind of mixing it up. I'm even adding a little extra pumpkin seeds. I love this recipe because it's so easy to change up if you need to. And if something's kind of missing, you can add a little extra of something else. So if I didn't have enough pecans or a larger nut, I could throw something else in or add just a little bit more cashews. So I'm adding my unsweetened coconut flakes. Coconut chips also work great with this. And we're going to mix this all together. I've preheated my oven to 300 degrees, and I have taken a cookie sheet, a baking sheet, and lined it with some parchment paper. Once you have everything mixed and coated really well, you can determine if you need to add anything extra. So if it looks a little too wet, maybe add a few more nuts, seeds, coconut, and then mix and see what you get. You can play around with this recipe and kind of determine how wet you want the granola to be, how dry you want it to be. Cooking it longer will dry it out, make it a little bit more crisper, and we'll get to that once we get to the part where we're kind of breaking this up. So you don't want your pan to be too overfilled. I have made this mistake quite a few times when I'm trying to make a large batch. Less is better. So you want enough room on the pan to really spread this out so that it can toast up really good. So spread it out really good, give it lots of room, leave some gaps in there. Your coconut will stick to your spoon. But the best part about that is that you can lick your finger afterwards. So you see how it's all kind of spread out. This really helps with it toasting in the oven. Once you have this done, pop it in the oven. Now you will have to watch it. I've seen recipe times vary, and usually I'm good at 20 minutes, but I keep a really close eye on this. I'm also going to add some cranberries to this once this is done baking. You can bake it with the cranberries in it, but it makes the cranberries kind of hard and sticky and tacky, and I don't like that sensation in my mouth when I'm chewing. So we're going with these wonderful cranberries from Azure Standard that are sweetened with apple juice. I just sprinkle them on top. And I love these cranberries. They are so plump. It's not like those dried ones that you get from the grocery store. And you can really add as many as you would like. I'm good for about a cup. It seems to be, enough. Now, I'm looking at this and I have determined that this has cooked long enough, so I am not going to throw this back in. I'm going to kind of stir the cranberries in just to kind of get them also coated in that honey and coconut oil. And then I'm going to start to form this. So kind of scoot and squish the nuts and the seeds and the cranberries closer together so that they stick as it's cooling. And you want this to completely cool. You're going to have to wait. I know it's hard to wait, but you have to wait till this is completely and totally cooled. So find something to do and come back. I went ahead and started to make dinner while this was sitting out. I threw together a quick chicken pot pie with some leftovers. And while I was cooking that on the stove, I let this sit out and cool down. And then of course you can kind of taste it as you're going to see, is it firm enough? Is it ready to start breaking it up? But I like my granola to be rather loose, almost cereal-like. I don't like the big chunks. So I really like to break mine apart. And this texture just seems to work good for us. We can put it in cereal. We can put it on top of yogurt. You can put this on top of homemade ice cream if you would like. I like to eat mine plain, and I go ahead and I break all of this up pretty fine, and I store mine in glass jars. I have tried plastic containers and I have tried the storage bags, and it just doesn't work. It seems like it collects moisture and makes it stale or kind of soggy. So I have found that putting this in a glass jar with an airtight lid works the best. I can't tell you that this lasts any longer than like 3 to 4 days because we always eat it within 3 to 4 days. So I'm assuming that if you store it in an airtight container, it may last about a week or two, but honestly, this will be gone in 3 days. As soon as they find out that I have made this and it's in the cabinet, it's gone. So guys, thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen today. This is a quick video, but I'm happy I got to share it with you as I'm continuing on my health journey. So as always, friends, I thank you for joining me on my journey today, and I bless you on yours.